Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come on again and for my Saturday morning makes and show you the completed card set that I made to go with my book box. So this is a Lawn Fawn pop-up platform card, which is what I made for my friend's birthday card, but it doesn't really have a place to write a message. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but it basically folds up, so you can put it in an envelope and then folds back down so it can stand up as a platform. Let me move it over here. So like that. So I basically used a number of different Spellbinders floral dies and some Lawn Fawn floral dies, as well as this Lawn Fawn sentiment and the pop-up platform and the add-on for the back to make the birthday card. And then I created this card just as a birthday card to kind of complement it, since there's no room to really write my message. So that's the birthday card. And then here's my book box again, which I showed in the last video. And then I did complete 9 cards to go in it. So it has, and I didn't bring the supplies out, but I'll tell you what I used. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So this uses a really beautiful stencil from the Greetery and a bunch of inks from different companies, actually. I used inks from Altenew, Lawn Fawn, W+9, and Concord and Ninth. Those are the inks I used for that. And I made one as a thank you as well. So those 2 cards. And then this card was inspired by a really pretty card I saw by Mindy Egan on the Hero Arts channel. She used just completely white and a much bigger arch space, but what I was inspired to remember to use my arch dies, which I've been wanting to do, and also she used neon watercolor and I just used regular, but I love the idea of a watercolor wash and a silhouette stamp. So, and hers was a white card, but I thought mine looked better with blue, and I used an older paper tray impression plate that a friend gave me for my birthday many years ago. I think this is the linen maybe texture. Yeah, linen. One side is linen, one side is canvas. So I used that for a little bit of extra. I don't know that you can see it in the camera, but a little bit of texture on that. So I made one with a thinking of you. And then this one I did emboss with a thank you stamp. And I believe this thanking you of you comes from the Greetery, and this thank you comes from Clearly Besotted, I think. I won some stamps from them some years ago, and I believe it comes from one of those sets. So, and this is an older Hero Arts silhouette cling stamp. So, and then I showed you this in the last one, but I didn't do it as a pop-up. I just did it as regular. 2 mini slims with just a note, and this is a paper tray sentiment. And then I really still, after all these years, love my Penny Black brushstroke stamps, and this is an older woodblock one, the Iris. And then this is an older Stampotique sentiment that says a single sunbeam is enough to drive away many shadows by St. Francis of Assisi, who I know my friend loves, so I think this will be meaningful to her. And then I used a Hero Arts shadow stamp, and I just partially inked it because I didn't want the whole thing. So, and again, another thing I still love after all these years are those shadow stamps. So I made 2 of those. And then I would have had 2 of these, but I noticed that the glue lines kind of showed through, so I don't want to give it. So I'm just going to give 1 of those. So that is my my card set for my friend's birthday. So I hope she'll like it, and hope you all like it too. If you have any questions about any of the products I used or anything like that, I'm happy to share. And I did want to share one quick tip with you. I'm sure many of us use press and seal if we want to, like I used it to pick up this arrangement and then turn it over and glue the backside so they would stay in place. But I have found that for smaller sentiment dies, for example, if you want to get them centered and glued straight, I use my Crafter's Companion stamping mat, which has grid lines on it, but if you have a grid, any kind of grid sheet, you can do that. And then I just line up the stamp on the grid lines so it's straight. And then I use this wall safe tape, which is kind of like low tack Post-it tape. But what I like about it is it's clear, and so then I will pick up the stamp with that. So and then I can glue it on the back, and then I'm still able to see through it when I line it up. And I have to say that's, for me, one of the most challenging things in card making is getting things lined straight. I don't know, I'm just not good at it. So anyway, that has been a game changer. It just really helps. So I just thought I would share that tip with anybody who is sometimes finds that challenging to get things lined up, and it's just makes a big difference. And then if you are gluing on vellum, I just put the glue only behind the letters on the back so that you don't see it through, and this will still stick down even if you don't have it fully glued. So that's it, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good weekend, and if you have any questions, like I said, about any of my cards or any of the products used, I'm happy to share, so just let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.